All right, good morning. Beautiful day. We got past all those storms we had, and I hope everybody seeing this fared well through all of that. It was some violent stuff that passed through this weekend, so I'm hoping all you guys did okay. We did great here. We spared everything, thank God, where I live, and we was in that range. They were showing where I lived. I was right in that range of that dark color where there was possible of, tornadoes and the bit large tornadoes and for long term. And but we really barely got any rain, really, and so we fared okay. Kind of give you an update of what's going on in this. I had planted some beans here, so far this is what's come up. Now I've got in each container I planted 2. Only 1 came up here, nothing came up here. 2 in this one. Now this one had that mustard green plant. I just pulled it up and got rid of that. I'm gonna plant 2 more beans in here. It's got 2 there, 1 starting to come up here. We got 2 in this one, 2 here, 1's breaking through ground here, 2 over here, 1 here, and this looks like it just came up. So I'm either going to wait another day or 2 or plant me 1 there, plant 2 here for sure, and 2 in that one and 1 over there. So I could just go ahead and stick another bean in those spots just in case. And so back here on these 4, I think I'm going to do my cucumbers over here. So if we come in here, I want to show you, I got my pickling cucumbers here and my straight 8s. So every one except 1 right here didn't come up. So I have 5 of the pickling plants, and I have 6 of the straight 8. So I don't know why they're wilting over like they are. Maybe I need to get them out of here. I'm going to take them out. That's what I'm working on right now. I'm going to take them out and put them in a little bigger container. Let them grow a little bit. I don't know why they are looking like this. Maybe because the weather got cool. Maybe that's why. So anyway, I want to get these in. Go transplant them into a bigger cup. And I got my zucchini and squashes popping up, which I expected that to happen pretty quick because those are usually fast growers. And my honeydew row only got 1 coming up back there. My basil's coming up. I got my tomatoes are doing fine. I got the oregano back here. It's coming up. This is something new on fenugreek. I'm not too sure about it, but something I seen when I was up at the store, so let me check it out. And I'm gonna need to read up on it and see what it's good for. I've heard some good stuff about it, but anyway, cherry tomatoes. Now it seems to me that the brand new stuff that I bought, like the cucumbers and the cherry tomatoes, are brand new. They all coming up. Well, the Brandywine tomatoes, I had bought that pack last year. And this fenugreek stuff is new. Now my zucchinis and my squash, that's not new seeds, but they popping up, they coming through. And it might wind up being enough that I need, to do everything. My sweet peppers, I got 4 that popped up. None of my jalapenos, no cayennes. Oh wait, I see 1 cayenne. 1 cayenne bust through right here, okay. So maybe, maybe it's still going to happen. The marigolds were brand new. I only got 3 that came up in the marigolds, but, we'll just see. We'll see what happens. I got a dill back here. So I'm going to work on getting these cucumbers out of here and put into some, some cups like this that I have. Okay, that's what I'm going to work on right now. And I want to get these babies get them ready, and then what I'm gonna go do is go put my wire up and get that ready, because I'm gonna transplant these, let them sit in here a day or 2, And then today's Monday, so let's say by Wednesday, I'll put them out, let them harden for a couple of days, and that way I can stick them in the pots, you know. Now, I got cherry tomatoes I'm growing, which need to be on a vine, and then of course the cucumbers. So I have to really figure this out. You know, I was going to put the cucumbers back here, and I was going to put my cherry tomatoes over there, but then that leaves me with some more pickles. So no, I say pickles, cucumbers. So I may have to plant them over here. I was trying to maybe like do something different. Hank, do something different on here. Like that's what I had, the honeydew melon that I planted, and then I had bought some watermelon seeds, which I want to plant that. But I can plant that in the ground over there, and let it grow in the ground, and that under my trees and whatever else I got over there, you know, on that section that's up against my fence. And just let the watermelons grow there. That gets all sun, and we can see if I can get me some watermelons growing in that area, you know. So anyway, so I think I'm gonna have to probably break down and put the other cucumbers over here to grow. So I'll have cucumbers there, and I'll put cucumbers back here on this here. So I gotta I'm gonna put the wire up, and I got some wire. I'm gonna put some wire on the front, and I want to put some on the top, because I mean they're gonna grow, and they're probably gonna grow on top of the chicken coop. So I'm gonna have to kind of watch that. And maybe I won't put the wire. I'll let the wire go where maybe they won't go that far. Maybe they'll fall down in this way, and then I can feed them back under and let them grow. I don't know. We'll have to see. But I'd rather do it here than over there, because that's higher up, and I'd have to get on a ladder. Over here, I won't have to get on a ladder to do anything. So I wish I had another one of that wire there. I'd only have one of those, because I could get my hand through that easy. I only have one of those. And what I have, though, I have this roll of stuff here. That's what I'm going to be using, because that's what I have, and that's what I'm going to use. All right, so that's green on that. I don't know what that is, though. Looks like my pineapple tree plant died from the freeze. I can get that out. Maybe I get some stuff planted in that container. Looks like my orchids died. That was the orchids to get the vanilla bean from. I had them for a couple of years. They never did flower, so I never did get a bean. This is vermilions somebody gave me. This is supposed to be Cavendish bananas, but I've never really seen them die like this with the weather we had, the cold. And I need to get this up here before I get ready to pick it up. Okay, hey guys, when I make this little, see, this is all this mud that I have here, as you were seeing. It's stuff that dies, that's in my pots. I take and I put it back in here, but it needs some amending, and so what I do is I put some compost in it. And I'm not going to need this whole bucket in this. And I mix it up. I might put a little more in here. But I also use I put perlite in here because this is for the young plants, right? So I want to try to keep this from claying up as much as possible. It's going to still clay up some, but this is going to help it. It's going to help it a lot to keep it from clumping up, so that the new roots, when they're coming out, they can break through a lot easier. Now, I don't use a whole lot of compost in here because even the new roots are delicate. Okay, so you got to be careful with how rich you make it. Even though nutrients are good, but too much when they're little is pretty harsh, pretty hard on the new fresh roots. So now. So when I mix this up, and I'm going to put my little cups and make the transplant. After a couple of days, I let them sit in here, the plants, make sure they recover from the transplant. They're going to experience a little bit of shock, not much. And they start growing a little bit. Let them grow about another 1 or 2 inches in height, and then I'll probably put them out to harden. And when I do that, I usually make up a little solution of this fish fertilizer. Now I might have to go buy some more. I think the freeze might have affected it. Well, it's loosening up. I have to work on getting it mixed and make sure it's not clumped up in here. But I use this in there. Now this is real delicate. It says it won't burn your plants. It's really just a good mild fertilizer. Okay. Perfect for your young plants. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to have about a dozen plants that I'm fixing to. All right. So let me let's see. Cucumbers we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 of the pickling. Here. Okay. We'll start with the pickling cucumbers. I hope my cat ain't walking up here. This almost looks like this got bent over. Like something hit it. Sometimes she gets in here, she thinks she owns this place. That might be one of them. It's going to be shaky. Another one. Well, it's kind of wilted over. Hopefully we can hold it up a little bit. Yeah. And the fifth one here is a little still young, but we're going to go ahead and transplant it. Yeah, the roots are starting to come out the bottom. That's good. We'll leave that one empty because I only have 5 of the pickling. Now we have the straight 8s. They're all bigger. Sometimes it's good to dampen this a little bit because when you push it open to make the opening, it'll stay open for you. This is a little dry. I'm going to go ahead and just continue to deal with it like this because I'm almost done anyway. But fill these up, kind of wet them a little bit so that it's easier to open up your transplant hole. See, when I open it up, it keeps falling down in there. Also, that perlite helps hold moisture in there too. Now the last two look a little funny, but it could be because they're by the window and the cool air probably could have done this. So I think they'll recover, they'll be okay. They still look strong. Just the leaf closed up a little bit. Okay, now that's these guys. Put them over here. And like I said, we'll have a couple days with these guys growing here after this transplant. And then we're going to take them and we're going to be putting them out here to harden off so we can get them planted in the ground. So I'm thinking this week we're going to get them in the ground. Let me get a little water on these guys. Because this, it is pretty dry. This is pickle cucumber right here. Put this back here so I don't, just don't forget, you know. It's easy to forget. It's always good to mark all your stuff. No matter how much you think, oh, I'll remember. So many times I'll remember. And I didn't remember. Let me get my bean pack out. And I'm going to plant some beans where I don't see any coming up. Okay? So let me show you what I'm using here. Just using an 1 5/8" screw, deck screw, but I'm using a what they call a fender washer. Okay, so I put that on there, and that way I can hold the wire in. So what I do is I do it in a corner that's gonna not allow it to fall or to shift from side to side. Tighten that one up. Okay. Now, since this wire is a little flimsy, I might put this heavier wire on the top here, because over here I'm not putting nothing on the top. Maybe I'll lay that on top instead of this flimsy material. I hope it's long enough. I think it is. I need to get this thing out of here. Where am I going to put this? I'm going to move that little round cage I have because I'm going to clean that out, and I'm going to plant me some, I think, cherry tomatoes in that. And but I need to get that out from there. It's higher than that, it's causing a problem, so I need to move it. I'm going to move it out the way. I'm not sure where I'm going to put it yet. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm going to do there. I got it up there on the top. Now, I do have some 1x2s laying around here. I could put something across there just to kind of help support it, because once it gets weight in it, it could cause a problem, and then I know my cat's going to want to walk on it, which might even cause another problem. It won't break the top. It might bend it down and warp it. So I'm thinking about maybe putting one there and even putting one across here just to strengthen up this some, because it's pretty flimsy. It really doesn't matter. I mean, I could wire them together up here in the middle. I could, you know, there's all kind of stuff you do. It's just the plants are going to be growing on it. It ain't really got to be perfect, but I don't want it coming down once the weight of the cucumbers get on here. Because I'm going to put the straight 8s right here. And it doesn't matter what I put here. I could put either one I want, but I'm gonna need this extra growth because that's not a whole lot of growth room right here. So I'm gonna need all this to grow cucumbers. So yeah, they're gonna get overgrown right here for sure, but it's okay. At least I have a place to grow them. And then I'm gonna put up a wire over here for some cherry tomatoes to help support those, and I won't need to go over the top because they're not going to do that. They're going to grow pretty tall though, but I can keep them trimmed down. I've done that before in the past and it worked fine, and they bush out a little bit and I get the cherry tomatoes growing all on the bottom. And it's just like anything, when you don't let them sit there long and you cut them off, it keeps on flowering and making and reproducing. So okay guys, so I just got to figure out what I really want to do there. I'm going to probably grab some wood, lay it up there, and just see what I have, what I can do, and then I'll show that to you. There's no sense in leaving the camera running while I'm figuring out things. And so I'll meet you back here. I put that right here. I figured let me put it here because I'm going to put some cherry tomatoes there. And I can put maybe 2 plants in here and let them grow in here, cherry tomatoes. And if not, possibly, if all I have is the one honeydew, and so far I just have one honeydew melon seed that grew, maybe I can plant that honeydew melon in there and let's see what happens with that. And that's a strong possibility that I could do, because my cherry tomatoes, basically have 5 that popped up, and I have 4 spaces. You know what I'm saying? So, and the 5th one can pop up. I don't know if it will or not. But regardless, I think that's what I'm going to do, guys. I think I'm going to put a honeydew, let it grow in that. I never grew them before. Let's see what happens. And yeah, I'll get that all cleared out and get that ready and amend it too. Get it ready for that, because that's going to be something I probably can pull out and transplant now. Sure can, yeah. Now my squash and my zucchini, I'm not going to transplant those. Maybe I should. I was going to take them right from here and put them out there, but maybe they need a little transplanting and hardening off some. So right now I have 1, 2, 3 of the yellow squash. I think maybe 4. I think I got one busting through right here. No, that's a piece of perlite. Okay. I got a zucchini, 1, 2 zucchinis, the 3rd one coming up. If I get more of those, and I can direct plant some, because I've always direct planted those, you know. I have more room, and I can direct plant some, and I think I am going to direct plant some when I pull these up and get these ready to plant. I'll direct plant some too, and I don't want to put them in areas around my bushes over there that have a lot of space. I want to plant some zucchini and squash. They grow quick, you know that. They grow fast. You get your harvest real quick, and then they're gone. They die off pretty quick. That's been my experience with them. Maybe you have them for a longer season than I do. Maybe in a cooler climates you can get them a little longer, but here we get so hot they can't handle it, the heat, that full heat that we get down here sometimes. Okay, all right, let me think what I'm going to do with some stuff, and then we'll get updated. Okay guys, a little update. You can see behind me, got the wire up here, got wire on the top. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you probably can. Wire on the top, that's going to be for cucumbers. And then I got this wire over here This is going to be where I'm going to plant my, and these 4 back here, it's going to be, cherry tomatoes are going to go up here. This thing, I'm going to clean that out next and amend it. This is where I'm going to plant the honeydew, a honeydew melon plant there. I'm just going to go with 1, or if 2 of them germinate, I'll do 2, but right now I only have 1 that germinated, so I'm going to put that in and try that. And then, like I said, this over here is going to be where I'm going to put some more, the other cucumbers. So I have pickling cucumbers over there. I'm going to have my straight 8s here, or vice versa, whatever. And then my squash and zucchinis fixing to come up, and that's what's going to be on that back row there, and that half of that row. And this is where I planted my potatoes, and look at that right there. That's coming up there. A little small one over there. I see one coming up here. I'm hoping you could see it. I can't see what's going on. Right here. Okay, so they starting to come up. So in the next, I would say in the next week, they probably all going to be coming up. And then so my potatoes are starting to come up. So that's awesome. So, and by next week I should have my squash and zucchini planted over here. Yeah, so this is a mess I want to tackle. Maybe I might get on it today. It's a mess, man. I got to get it in, straighten all that out. But I figured what I'm doing, I'm kind of working at the back here and working this way. Not all the way in the back. I got junk all the way in that corner. I need to clean that up. But I got to get this stuff. I got to get all ready for is here, you know. And so I got to start getting things ready. I got to check all my air layers on my figs because they could be ready. And I need to get some more stuff air layered too. Some more figs, the gold, the celeste, and I got to repot these. These are some purple. Purple. Here's a tiger fig. 2 LSU purples. This one I just don't know what it is. I don't know. I didn't mark it. That was me trying to remember something, and so I have no idea what it is. So I got to wait for it to put out some fruit so I know what it is. So, okay. All right, guys. So that's where I'm at. Let me get moving, and I got to amend that. You know, I might go running, see what they got at Home Depot for strawberries. I want to get my strawberries planted, and I might put them right there in that. I'm going to go take a run. Home Depot. I'm going to go see what they got in strawberries. Okay? See you back here in a minute. All right. Okay, so what I'm working on right now is I dug up 2 banana pups, okay, because they're starting to come up. They're coming up on all my banana trees. So I pulled 2 up. I want to get them going. I got somebody wanting to come this weekend. I don't know if they want 1 or 2. So this mix that I made for my little plants, I put some of this on the bottom because these are going to be sitting all the way in the bottom of this. And then I went and bought some a bag of potting mix that I'm going to use. Fill the rest of this in. And you know, banana trees are very easy to grow. I'm surprised that I had some roots die from the freeze we had. It kind of surprised me because they're very hard to kill. And I'm gonna leave it in here just 1 or 2 days, and then I'm gonna put it out in the sun. Those two are going to be fine here. Now, I went today and I just bought one pack. They got 10 plants in here at Home Depot. So I'm going to plant these. I'm going to wait a little later this evening to plant them though, because it's pretty hot. It's pretty hot right now. So I'm going to leave those there. And we got that done. I might go dig up some more. I'm going to go look at the rest of what I got. If anything I feel like is big enough to pull up. Might not be big enough today, but in 2 days it'd be huge. So, so sometimes it's better to wait. Now I do have those fig trees I want to put into a bigger pot, but at the same time I also want to check what I have already did the air layering on. So let's give it a check. Let's look at it and see if we have anything good going on. Now I checked this one last week, and I think a week can make a big difference in this and what it looks like and growth width. And, let's see. Huh? We're gonna look. Okay. And I'm gonna pop this top off. I don't really see it. Oh, well, I see roots right here. I see one root there. Okay, it's not quite ready. Almost. I got roots growing. Roots are growing. Good sign to see roots. All right, let's keep that wrapped up. I feel like I got to put some more on here. I will, but no, I think it's gonna be good. Okay, we almost ready with these figs. I would say another week, 2 weeks at the most. 2 weeks at the most, but another week would probably have enough root on there. I could cut it and put it in a plant, put it in a container, and it'll grow. Okay, so I need to okay, what I need to do. Look at that. Here's a mustard plant growing in here. That's a mustard green. There's a cat took a dump up in here. All right. So I need to amend all that. So I'm gonna. That's what I'm gonna work on now. That way, that'll be ready for me this evening. I can plant the strawberry plants in here. I saw her up in there the other day, and I yelled at her. She must have already got it out, or she went back to finish it after I ran her off, and then I left. Yeah, she thinks she can do whatever she wants back here. Anyway, all right, guys. Let me get to getting that prepped and ready, and I'll show you planting the strawberries this evening. Okay. All right, guys. So the sun's starting to go down. I'm going to plant these strawberries here. Wow. I can't believe there's 10 of them in here. I guess there is. They seem pretty dried out too. One. Yeah, there's 10 of them. I don't have no trouble with the cats getting up in here. They like to climb up here. Go ahead and hit water, man. Water right, make sure that root gets water on it. okay, a somewhat productive day today. It was nothing strenuous for me. It was all pretty lightweight and easy, but I'll go through everything I did. First thing I did was I put my wire up. Now this is going to be for some cucumber plants I'm going to plant here. And I put a wire on the top so that they can grow around, let them hang in there, hang here, whatever's got to happen can happen. And then I put up wire right here, and this is going to be some cherry tomatoes are going to be right here, okay? So I don't need to go across the top because they just not really, well, they're going to go high, but I can keep them trimmed anyway. So I cleaned this thing off, filled it up with some fresh mud, amended it. So we're going to put a honeydew plant in here. And oh, what else I did too is I went ahead and added some seeds where I didn't have no beans growing. So I added some seeds. So in the next couple of days, in the next week, we'll see something start coming up. And for that. So also I repotted these three. These are two LSU purple figs and a tiger fig. I put them in a little bit bigger container, and good thing I did because the root, it wasn't root bound, but the roots were forming around there. So this gives them a little bit more growth, so we can get some growth out of them before I sell them. And like I said, I don't know what this one is, but I probably need to replant this one too, and I will. I had somebody call me on a bay leaf tree, so I'll probably be selling one of these this week. And then I'm gonna my blackberries, I'm gonna redo them, and even my goji berries back there, I want to put them in some bigger pots because I know those roots are growing crazy. And I have a bunch in the front. I'm gonna go get some clippings, and I'm gonna propagate some more and just have some more. There's not a real big seller. You would think goji berries would be a seller, but most people down here haven't even heard of them. So, but when I get somebody that heard of them, and they find me, they come by several of them usually. So right here we amended this, and I went and bought a pack of with the Mary Washington strawberries from Home Depot, and it was 10 to a pack, and I have 10 here. It was perfect. So I got one in the center of each container. See? And so we'll keep an eye on that. We've got to keep that well watered. And the other thing I had showed you too earlier is that my potatoes are starting to come up, so which is really good, a good thing. They're coming up. So anyway, so that's what I got done today. And I I dug up a couple of banana plants, some pups, and I put those in containers. I got actually 3 of them right here. So these are gonna be growing like crazy, and I'm gonna be getting plenty of pups. So I need to I'm gonna start getting ready to get those. I make good money on those, and I sell them. They sell really good. I really never have. I never have a bunch of them sitting here. Almost sounded like that thing. My water just okay. So I never really have plants sitting here. They usually sell pretty good. So all right, so that's what's going on, guys. This is my kale growing here, but I'm gonna be probably moving some of this around when I'm ready to start doing my tomato plants in here. And I might not do tomato plants here since I'm doing cherry tomatoes on the end. I might do the peppers here, and I'm doing cucumbers back there. I might do some tomatoes back there, and whatever else I can come up with to plant. Right now I got beans in here, but these are going to grow out and eventually need to be pulled up. But we'll deal with all that when it all comes around. So, okay, guys, that was pretty. Got few things done today. Really needed to get some things done. Tomorrow's going to be a beautiful day again, and I'm going to get some things accomplished tomorrow too, you know. So as long as I get something done every day, that's what I need to do. And but it's the days are getting longer, so that helps. That's good. See, this is one I'm gonna have here growing, and there's a pup coming up. There's actually looks like 2 pups coming up, and but we're gonna let that main one grow here because I want this one here. I'm gonna get bananas off of, and I got one tucked away over here that I'm gonna get bananas on. Well, once I clean this out tomorrow, I'm gonna work on cleaning this out. So there's a lot of stuff growing, but you can see there's if you can see in here, where is it? Where are you? There he is. There he is. So she's gonna be busting through here soon, and there could be some pups growing in around there. I need to clear this out. Once I clear it out and the sun hits this thing, we're gonna see some pups, you know, growing out of there. So this is a good spot. It's going to get a lot of sun, but see, like right now it's in the shade, where this other one over here is going to stay in the sun till the sun goes down. That's how it gets in the summertime. Now also in the summertime, where that one is, it's in the shade now. At this time in the summer, in the middle of summer, it's going to be still in the sun, so to be getting even more sun. So that's what these banana trees need. They need a lot of sun and a lot of water. And you can get plants that if you cut those pups off and don't let them grow and keep your main mother plant, you'll get bananas. As soon as she grows and reaches her height, she'll put out a flower. So we're going to keep an eye on this. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it this year. Got to keep it watered and keep the pups cut off. So see, right now I need to separate that one pup off of there, but not yet. I want it to get a little bit bigger before I do it. But every time, see, that's slowing up the mother plant. It's slowing it up. Even though it's just starting, it's still slowing it up. That mother plant put that out, and now the energy is going to go to grow that, and she's going to grow slow, and she won't grow. If I keep that on there, she won't grow to her height. So I need to separate that. Probably I'll do that tomorrow. Probably. The more I'm thinking about it, I mean, they'll grow big in a pot. You know what I mean? So anyway, all right, guys, that's going to end it for today's video. I'm fixing to go down the road. I'm going to go fishing for a little while, see if I can catch some catfish and some sac-a-lait. So off some of you northerners, that's the crappie. We call them sac-a-lait down here, which means like white as milk. And so because that's how white the meat is, best tasting fish around too. All right, y'all be blessed. See you in the next video. Hit that thumbs up, share my videos, please, and like. Thank you. See you in the next video. Bye.